Now that butterfly had to be cued. It took about 6 months of acting school. We got the butterfly to come in to the picture and did a heck of a job on that. Take a look at our game time temperature brought to you by BGE Home. We know more, we do more. 75 degrees, roof is open. It is cloudy outside, humidity up. Chance of a shower along the way tonight, but for the moment at least, we'll get to see the sky. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency. Mullins, Villar, Mancini, Jones, Davis, and Nunez, Beckham, Gentry, and Caleb Joseph. Trey Mancini this season, some of the best numbers against any team have come against this Blue Jays team.
And let's take a look at Marco Estrada's pitch arsenal. You know, nothing's really changed with Estrada other than the fact that he's been getting hit a little bit harder this season. The changeup still his bread and butter pitch. Huge separation between his fastball and changeup. His fastball command's on. The changeup's obviously going to play up. And he's had some good numbers in his career against the Orioles, especially here at the Rogers Center. 6-9 record, 4.87 earned run average. 110 hits given up in 112 innings. The 83 punch outs, 33 walks for Estrada. Opponents hitting .255. Home runs have been a problem. 20 on the board for Estrada.
So the veteran, now 35 years old, he gets ready to go. Well, that 6-9 mark. He's a 500 pitcher lifetime. 61 and 61. Here is Mullins, and they're drawn in at the corners right away. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. What a start for the young Orioles center fielder. Obviously, scouting reports out knowing he can put the ball down, get those base hits of the infield variety, line drive, home run in Cleveland. A little bit of everything so far, and it'd be hard pressed to say that he could have gotten off to a better start than what he's had. This is game number 10. Hitting with that big 387 mark. He's had 12 hits and 31 at bats, a home run and 3 RBIs. And he will partially go after that one.
We'll take a look at the defense here. StatCast AI powered by AWS, and now you see the defense start to move back a little bit, but early in the count everybody sucked in on the grass. Even the middle infielders. Diaz still pulled in a good 10 feet off that turf,
and he'll get him to chase one. Mullins not real happy with the swing he took on that one. Not the pitch he was expecting.
Now, first time seeing the Estrada changeup. You can't believe it until you actually step in the box. Really pulls the string. The Bugs Bunny change, and Mullins, who's been so good at patience and actually letting the ball travel. There you see the good look at the circle change grip. This one just a hair out front, only about 77 miles an hour.
Good pitch. Here's Villar getting the start at second base, working at both short and second for the Orioles, but most of the time at second base. First game he's played against Toronto this year. A lot of action lifetime against them. He's had a .284 career average with 3 home runs against Toronto pitching for the Oriole second baseman. Estrada, fly ball pitcher, predominant fly ball pitcher. Pitch will be taken, and that'll be outside for a ball. His ground ball to fly ball ratio is 88 to 180. It is the lowest ground ball ratio in the majors, and Verlander is second to him. So you're in a ballpark here where it's pretty fair. I mean, you got to keep the balls power alley to power alley.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's a pretty fair ballpark. Seems to be jumping, obviously, at times with the roof open. I think it may carry a little bit more, but yeah, I would say a fair park for sure.
So if he can get the ball in the air and keep it in the middle, he'll be all right. Outfield really shortens up on Villar as Pilar in center field moves over to left and in. Both he and Grichuk in right field have moved way in. Swing and a miss on that one. And a 3-ball 2-strike count. This season for Estrada, he is 1-1 against the Orioles. Lifetime he is 8-2 against them. He's never lost here against the Orioles. 5-0 in Toronto. And that'll be a real jam shot right there, just fought off.
Yeah, well, that's what the changeup will do. He just said, the heck with it. I'm going to let this ball get all over me. 89-mile-an-hour fastball. VR, that's about as good an approach you're going to see with 2 strikes against Estrada. You just got to let it travel and trust what you see.
And the 3-2 delivery again will be fouled back. Talking about what he's done here, pitching at Rogers Center.
Yeah, impressive. 5 wins, .272 earned run average. How about the whip? Just 1 and 5 quality starts, and just a .163 batting average. Of course, the Oriole offense been struggling all year long, but 10 punch outs, over 10 punch outs per 9 innings for Estrada as well.
2015 was when he became a Blue Jay. And the pitch will be taken down low. And the Orioles will take that one, a 1-out walk.
Let's take a look at the defense behind Estrada here tonight. Granderson, Pilar, and Grichuk roaming the outfield here at the Rogers Center. Diaz having a strong year at short, and Urena at second base. Martin and Smoke on the corners. Jansen, the young catcher, doing the backstopping tonight.
And here is Trey Mancini. Showed you the numbers Mancini has had against Toronto. He's done well against Estrada, 3 for 11 with a home run. Punches that one down the line in right field, 328 to the corner, and the catch is made. Grichuk goes back to get it. He ran out of room, but not before he got the glove up and the ball in it.
It seems like every series we call this guy's name, whether it's with the glove or the bat. Another fine play right there. Good speed in this Blue Jays outfield. And Grichuk taking one away. It gets tight down there. 328, and Estrada liking the defense.
Real fine play early in the ball game. Trey Mancini denied, and Grichuk comes up with the first big defensive play of the game. So that'll bring Adam Jones back up. Adam is back in the cleanup spot, returning from the bereavement list. An aunt who passed away and stayed with his mom also for an extra day. So he's back with the Orioles. Runner goes, pitch taken, throw down, there, not in time. Oh, got him on the backside. VR not so sure about that, and Buck Showalter, I think, will have his video people take a look at this one.
Well, tested Jansen right out of the gate. And we talk about infielders that come up in front and take the throw, but this throw up the line a little bit. So he steps up in front and catches it and tags about the same time. The question was, did the left hand of VR get in there? Look like it may have. Take another good look right here. It's close, but I think he's safe.
And there will be a manager's challenge right away. So the Jays will stay out on the field. So he's there, and the glove isn't. So by that picture, he's safe. And if so, the Orioles will keep the inning going with Adam Jones at the plate. So we go real early to the managerial check on this one. Dan Bellino, second base umpire, made the call. And Bellino will get on the phone over there, and we'll see whether or not the Orioles can keep the inning alive. Phil Cuzzy is the crew chief. He is at third base. Crew chief joins the umpire who made the call when they go to New York to get a look at this. So the Orioles come in 1-9 against Toronto. They have lost all games played here. They are 0-7 in games played here at Rogers Center this season, trying to undo that in this first of three. Last meeting, of course, between these two teams here this season.
VR, good base stealer, picks up another one. That's his 17th on the year, and a nice swipe right there early in the ball game with a couple outs on the board. You like the aggressiveness.
And against Estrada, base stealers now 7 out of 11. Estrada stayed out there, continued to throw. I think he had a feeling that call was going to get reversed. So the Orioles get a runner in scoring position. That'll bring Adam back to the plate. Adam has a 1-0 count. Adam, a lifetime .257 hitter off Estrada with a couple of home runs. The Orioles a chance to get on the board. Adam will take the pitch up and in for a ball. It's been a tough year for Adam against Toronto this year, hitting only .194, and his lifetime average way above that at .273 against the Jays. 2-0 delivery on the way. That'll be in there for a strike. Estrada not wanting to fall behind on that pitch.
No, almost a couple BP fastballs right there, 86 miles an hour. Not quite as firm heater. He tops out about 89 or 90. A little in between.
Orioles trying to pick up a run here in the first inning. Here's the 2-1 delivery, set up away, popped up right side, foul territory. Smoke will put it away. So no runs, no hits, no errors, that a base runner left on. The numbers for Andrew Kashner coming up. locations, including the great metropolitan city of Toronto. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. It'll be Granderson, Pilar, and Smoke, Morales, Grichuk, Martin. Their young Danny Jansen behind the plate, Diaz, Urena. And you see what that right fielder has done against the Orioles this year.
And let's take a look at Andrew Kashner's pitch arsenal this season. Well, I'll tell you what, last couple starts he has been on his game. Big reason why his secondary pitches, especially his curveball, almost 14% of the time, flipping in there early, stealing some strikes with the off-speed pitches. Look for him to flip in that curveball, slider, and change tonight, trying to throw more secondary pitches.
Curtis Granderson in the leadoff spot for the Jays.
Look at the rest of the numbers for Kashner. Opponents hitting .275. Even balance between righties and lefties. 17 home runs, kind of catching everybody a little bit off guard. Needs a few more ground balls.
Shift is on against Granderson. The veteran hits right into it. They are out there in right field. Will pick it up, make the play. Couple of pitches, and Granderson is retired.
And take a look at Kashner's numbers. Last two, very impressive. Back-to-back quality starts, back-to-back 7-inning starts. First time he's done that all season long. Didn't give up a home run and a 180 opponent batting average. In his 3 starts versus Toronto, a couple very good ones. 193 earned run average. Hasn't picked up a win yet, but 12 punch outs, just the 6 walks and a 275 opponent batting average. A couple home runs allowed. Grichuk part of that.
Pilar will take the pitch outside. Again, one of the problems all year long for Andrew Kashner has been the lack of run support. The games he has started while he's in the game, the Orioles are averaging 2, count them, 2 runs per start. And it's even worse against Toronto. Team has lost all 3 games he started. There have been a total of 3 runs in the 3 games combined. Into the gap, left center field. Kevin Pilar did not miss that one. He will make a turn. Great play by Cedric Mullins. Not in time. A 7-game hit streak for the hottest hitter on the field coming into this game.
Yeah, Pilar just raking another double into the gap, and of course the real good speed, and he just spanks this one. Firm line drive. Nice to see Mullins cutting that one off, trying to get it back in there. Not the strongest arm thrown from that gap, and Pilar finds himself in scoring position. 33rd double of the year.
He is just piling up the extra base hits. Another fine play made by Cedric Mullins to cut that off. That will tie Pilar for 10th in the American League in 2 baggers. And here is Justin Smoke, the switch hitter. 1 for 13 off Andrew Kashner, and that one hit was a home run. They will put the shift on against the Toronto first baseman, and he'll take the fastball in their first strike. As a switch hitter, 255 right, 257 left. But the power this side of the plate. This is where he has blasted 14 of his 18 home runs hit left-handed. Trying to stay away from the power. He stays inside on him. Will miss with that one.
Take a look at Kashner's numbers by situation with none on. 277. A little elevated right there, but the runners on got to come down a little bit, especially runners in scoring position. Both pitchers, he and Estrada up over 300. Kashner 311.
Our Maryland live casino inside the numbers. Those are very high numbers. Runners in scoring position. The average is down about 255 in the American League. So when you're up that high, that's one of the reasons his ERA is inconsistent with other numbers. How do you have a 4.71 ERA and have all the other good numbers he's got? Well, you're giving up key hits, and you're giving up more hits than innings pitched. 137 hits in 128 innings. He's done just enough on the negative side to that fulcrum tips to losing ball games instead of winning. You combine that with a lack of run support, and tough year. Ball goes right into the shift again. Beckham will make the play on this one, and it'll move the runner up, but there are 2 down.
Yeah, tough year. We talked about the home runs obviously hurting Kashner. Take a look at the defense behind him. He'd love for this defense to be tight tonight. Gentry, Mullins, and Jones in the Oriole outfield. Beckham and Pilar turning 2 up the middle. Nunez and Mancini on the corners, and Caleb Joseph doing the catching.
So now a runner at third base, but there are 2 down, and that'll bring Morales up. Designated hitter. He is a switch hitter as well. A big lead at third for Pilar because the infield is shifted around, and the pitch will be taken up and in. So we'll see whether Morales can do the damage. Morales is another One of these players on the Jays who has put up big numbers against the Orioles. 333 this year, his batting average against those. And he'll put that one in the air to left center field. It'll carry into the gap a little bit, but very playable. Gentry's playing left field. He's there to put it away. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. One complete here in Toronto, no score. American League East, 9 of those have come against the Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles unfortunately have gotten a lot of these hitters hot, and it's really been an offensive game for the Blue Jays against the Orioles. See, the earned run averages completely flip-flopped. Orioles up over 5. The Blue Jays shutting the Orioles offense down at a 2.74 clip, but my goodness, Pilar hitting over 400, continues to hit at the double tonight. Diaz 375, he's got 15 hits. Granderson's on the list. Grichuk almost 400. I mean, the list goes on and on. So many of these hitters that were cold just get hot against the Orioles. So the Orioles got to find a way, a different way, obviously, to pitch this Blue Jays team.
Chris Davis in the DH role with Trumbo on the 10-day DL. So Chris will get a chance DHing it. That one will bounce away. Had a good series in Cleveland. Hit the ball hard. One of his better offensive series with 3 hits, 2 hits in the ball game, 2 for 3, double and a single. Game on Sunday. We asked Buck Showalter about what seemed to be a problem with the back on some of his swings after the game last night. Buck said no, didn't think so. Put up in the air, left side. It'll be in foul territory. Long run, Martin. He gets over there and puts it away. The former sometimes catcher now playing at third base.
Wow, nice play right there. Obviously no stranger to catching the tough foul balls, and here having to show some range, and Martin finding the wall, picking up the baseball, making it look pretty darn easy. Nice play right there.
Good job by Russell Martin at third base, and yes, he still will do some catching. They've moved a lot of people around this year with the injuries. Donaldson, Tulowitzki really hurt them on available players in the infield. Here's Renato Nunez, and he will take a bouncer for ball 1. Nunez sitting this year 176 against this Toronto team, trying to keep the pace up that he has had in August, where he's been one of the offensive leaders for the ball club, hitting at 322 this month. And the pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, he's looked really good. Kind of quieted himself down in the box, starting to pick up some base on balls. Just trying to master his strike zone. You know, Scott Coolball all season long. That was the biggest thing that this offense had to do. Just stay consistent with their own strike zone. Too much expanding, chasing a pitcher's pitch at times. So Nunez starting to really dial in and really starting to tighten up his own strike zone and not chasing as many. Of course, the batting average going up, on base percentage up. A lot of good things going on for Nunez.
2-ball, 1-strike delivery on the way, and the off-speed delivery will have him out in front. Nunez turned 24 at the beginning of the season out of Venezuela. Trying to prove that he belongs at the major league level. Final month of the season with the Orioles. Played with Oakland at the major league level for 17 games over the last 2 years. So not much major league experience. Pitch will be taken for a 3-ball 2-strike count for Nunez. Nunez at the minor league level showed some good offensive punch. And they want to see if that can carry over here. 3-2 delivery on the way and a swing and a miss.
Boy, that changeup just a devastating pitch. 77 miles an hour. Yeah, a good 12, 13 miles an hour off his fastball. A great arm cell. I mean, almost a hair quicker with the arm cell. Looks like a power fastball, and then it stops and almost stops again out in front of the plate. And Nunez looks like he's got a good eye on it. He saw 4 changeups in this AB, still out in front.
The changeup pitch, according to the notes from the Jays, 43% of his strikeouts have come on changeups. That is the highest rate in the majors for starting pitchers. That'll be fouled away by Tim Beckham the other way. Beckham, a couple of hits, 17 at bats, lifetime against Estrada. Tim moved down in the lineup with Cedric Mullins moving into the top spot. VR being hot, moved into the second spot. So Beckham, who had been batting up in that top 3 much of the year, on this road trip in Cleveland and here batting down in the lineup. Estrada's pitch, and he comes at 87 inside.
Well, the changeup, I've always said the best pitch in the game, because Estrada, like many pitchers that have that good changeup, they throw it to make it look like the 4-seam fastball, so you can't pick up any spin. And if you have a good arm cell, it looks just like the fastball coming out of the hand.
Hit hard to short, and that'll be a base hit. Diaz reaching for it, could not get it, so the Orioles get their first hit of the ball game, and Beckham will pick up a 2-out single as that one skidded on through. He got pretty good wood on it. It'll come down on top of that pitch.
Yeah, it came off hot right there, and that might be the approach. Stay hard to the middle, not pull off or try to do too much off Estrada, or he will take advantage of it. A nice clean single, hard to the box there.
Greg Gentry getting playing time after returning from the DL for the Cleveland series. Gentry has faced Estrada only a couple of times, gone 0 for 2. 2 down, 1 on. Bunting for a base hit. Martin running, doesn't get it. So they take advantage of a sometimes third baseman who may have a little more problems handling those bunts than others might, and they get a base hit out of it.
Absolutely, might as well. I mean, that's what you're here for, right? Nice job by Gentry. Martin not honoring the bunt, so take advantage of what's given to you. Martin with another nice try there defensively. A nice play earlier in the ball game with the foul ball, and there the barehanded play. But Gentry, good speed, picking up a 2-out knock.
It's only the 15th game that Martin has played at third base. And a good bunt by Gentry will give Caleb Joseph a chance. 2 down and 2 on. Caleb, after his first hit lifetime against Estrada, 0 for 7. From the first base side of the rubber, he'll go for the outside corner, and that's exactly where he'll get it. Take a look at our PNC inside the numbers.
Now, we talked about Cashner having some problems with runners in scoring position. Estrada the same, 313 batting average, 291 with runners on, and about 286 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. And here we are in that situation.
0-1 delivery on the way. Interesting that Estrada, who has been a starting pitcher throughout most of his career, has, I'm just checking here to see what he wasn't talking to the umpire, I don't think. I think he was talking to Jansen, his catcher there.
Yeah, I think so.
Where that ball was caught. I was going to say Estrada not as effective as you saw out of the stretch as he is out of the windup. Not unusual for guys who have been starters throughout their careers. Here's the 0-2 delivery on the way, and a breaking ball that will miss down low.
It just never gets there. That was 75 miles an hour. And you want to talk about some willpower. Just laying off that pitch, stopping the bat. Caleb wanted to hit it till the last 2 feet.
No score in the ball game. Orioles runner in scoring position in the first. 2 on, 1 in scoring position here. 1-2 delivery in the inside corner. You will find Adam Hamari, the home plate umpire, benefits pitchers on close calls, and significantly so. And that's what happened right there. Dale, 500 for being selected, 500 more for every Orioles home run hit tonight. Play Home Run Rich's Scratch House went up to $50,000. Or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game at mdlottery.com/home run. John, good luck. Number of Oriole fans on hand. There always are here. It's a great city to come visit. Chance to come see the Orioles play and also get to visit Toronto. For the Orioles, speaking of home runs, they are tied for 8th in the American League coming into this ball game. 154 homers. Unfortunately for the Orioles, they have allowed 168, second most in the American League. Shift is put on in the infield. Pitch will be taken for a strike. Randall Grichuk up, bringing his .394 average, 4 home runs, and 9 RBIs against the Orioles into the ball game. Chet swing and ball hits bat.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff against the Orioles, showing off his power. He's had some good numbers before coming over to Toronto, and this year kind of a rough year offensively for him, but man, oh man, when he plays against the Orioles, look out.
Down to third base, it'll be backhanded Nunez with time over the top, and there's one away. Well, the Orioles going to be hosting the Yankees this weekend at Oriole Park, and on Friday you can enjoy what is the final Friday fireworks and music of the season. And it features singer-songwriter Tina Parole. After the game, Tina will perform a collection of songs. She'll be on the field doing so, followed by a spectacular fireworks display. For tickets, go to Orioles.com. Here's Russell Martin. And the veteran will take the pitch down low. 4-game hit streak coming in for Martin. It has been a tough offensive year for him, trying to hang around that Mendoza line while being shuffled as far as playing positions are concerned, as he has been, let's see now, at third base, shortstop, done catching. That pitch will be on the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this team just decimated with injuries, obviously, to the rotation. Some of their key players, Tulowitzki, and of course Donaldson's just been struggling with that calf injury all season long.
Hit fairly hard. The Orioles had shifted over, though. VR's there to put it away. And there are a couple of ground ball outs here in the second inning. Well, as you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. We heard it from an expert, so we know it's true. This is the Toronto catcher of the future. Danny Jansen stands in. He certainly hasn't hurt his cause by his start, I'll tell you that much. He has hit in all 5 games he has played in. You saw the .412 batting average that he has put up. He's just the 4th player and the only catcher in Toronto history who has had a hit in each of his first 5 games, and make it still 5. Hit it hard, but Adam Jones moves over and puts it away. Good inning as Cashner retires the side in order. 2 complete, no score. tough stuff, and why not?
Yeah, getting it done on both sides of the ball. First career Major League home run right there. He has been swinging it, getting some big fastballs out of his kitchen. But how about the speed with the bunt? Just an all-around player, showing some great range in the outfield. Adam Jones, of course, under his tutelage, he's going to be a good one. I guess if there is one knock on Cedric, just the arm strength, about average right now. That could get better with some tighter lines out there, just getting quicker to the baseball. He said his adjustment defensively, just how hard the ball comes off the bat.
He has had 12 hits, one of those a home run, 5 of them doubles. Strikeout victim his first time up. Again, Russell Martin will move way in, 3-4 steps in at third base. And again, tries to lay the bunt down, and he was going down that third baseline again and fouled it off.
And that changeup got him, though. He was kind of double poking at it right there as it kept fading. This one only 84 miles an hour, and at the end he says, "I know I'm going to take that one, but too late."
In the air to shallow left field, but a lot of hang time for Curtis Granderson. Couple of pitches, one down here in the third inning. Take a look at our Coons.com league leaderboard. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Highest batting averages during the month of August. They're the Baltimore Orioles, 263. VR, one of the hotter hitters. Of course, a lot of the Oriole bats heating up this month. Nice to see after a quiet first few months of the season. The offense starting to do some damage.
VR drew a walk, stole a base, and was stranded at second. One down, nobody on. Again, Martin is in at third base. This is a tough ball game for Russell Martin in that the Orioles have these hitters in Mullins, VR, Gentry, Nunez, if he so desired, who can put a bunt down and will bunt for base hits. So he's going to be busy over there at third. Whether anything actually comes his way or not, he's going to do a lot of moving around.
You got that right. So sucked right in there. Right up tight on the hitter. I mean, obviously very comfortable being close to a batter, but he used to have protection all over himself. This time up it tight, different ball game.
1-1 delivery on the way. That will be on the outside corner for a strike from Estrada. And VR down on the count, 1-2. That'll back the Jays third baseman rather back up to a normal range here. Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way. The trouble Estrada will get into if he does is the extra base hits, because he uses that changeup so much. If hitters are sitting on a fastball and he's a fly ball pitcher, you can drive it if you have made the right decision on what's coming. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Little flare short. That'll take a couple of hops. Granderson will get it back in, and VR's on twice, a walk and now a single.
Nice job right there, and another just a battle a little bit in between. You do what you can to find the bat and the baseball. Doesn't matter how hard it is against Estrada. Just got to try to make some contact, and here flaring one down that left field line, and Orioles trying to find a way to put some pressure on Estrada.
One down and one on, and that will bring up Trey Mancini. Trey flied out to right field on a real fine play made by Grechik in the right field corner. Hauled it in. He was that close to putting one out at the 328 mark in right field. Grechik went over in between sunflower seeds and hauled it in. 0-1 delivery on the way over the top, trying to get to the outside corner and missed it at 89.
Well, Trey Mancini, some pretty good numbers against Estrada. 3 knocks with a home run. So Trey's been seeing the ball very well. One of the hot bats here in the month of August, ever since the All-Star break, actually.
1-1 delivery on the way. It's a ball club he's enjoyed hitting against. He carries a .310 lifetime batting average against this Toronto team. That is his best average against any AL East ball club lifetime. 4 homers this month, the most he's had in any month this season. And in addition, the 11 RBIs he has picked up this month already. That's the most in that department. So confidence coming back.
Absolutely.
2 ball 1 strike count. Not a big lead. VR's already stolen 1 base. Not going, a chopper that literally hits the plate again. Barehanded play, not in time again. as Russell Martin called on to make another tough play, and it's going to be another infield hit for the Orioles.
Man, Martin trying his best right here. A couple real hard chances. Mancini is battling to try to make contact again off the plate. Martin showing the athleticism. Nice bare hand attempt right there, but Mancini smelling the hit. He turns on the Jets, and I love when Mancini hits first base, trying to dig out an infield single. He'll stop about 10 feet past the bag like a sprinter down there. Yeah, he was flying, picking up a knock, and more pressure on Estrada.
Well, the Orioles taking advantage of the infield hits now. Adam Jones. Adam popped out his first time up. Runner goes to third. No throw. Up and in. No chance for a throw on that one. And Villar's got his second stolen base of the game.
A little up and in fastball right here. 89 miles an hour. And everybody trying to test Martin right now. A little brush back pitch. And Villar standing on third base.
So first and third. Mancini not running from first on that. Infield moved around playing into pull, but not in a full shift. Only one down. Estrada, the 1-0 delivery on the way, and that's going to be up and in as well. Adam had a chance for an RBI in the first inning. He had a runner, Villar, on at second base when he popped out. Orioles have already had a couple of chances, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Infield, of course, looking for the ground ball. Estrada doesn't give many of those up, though. That's going to bounce away. Runners will stay where they are, and he hasn't been close on these pitches. It's our AT&T Cricket Smile.
How about Danny Jansen grew up in Wisconsin? Well, Adam Jones, when he was in the minor leagues, played for the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, and the Jansen family was his host family. So right there, a line drive from Danny Jansen. Adam Jones taking one away, a little eye-to-eye contact right there. Hey, man, don't you remember when you and I used to play in the backyard?
Nothing personal. And he walked him. I don't know what that at-bat was all about for Estrada, but there wasn't much there. It was almost like he was pitching around Adam Jones. That loads the bases. Maybe he was.
I think he might have been.
And he didn't come close on any of those. So that is the second walk he has surrendered, and the Orioles load him up with one away. And that will bring up Chris Davis. Chris popped out his first time up. No score in this ball game. The Orioles have already left 3 on base through the first 2 innings, and now have loaded him up here. One down, and there's that off-speed pitch.
Man, well located as well. 77 miles an hour, and Davis didn't have a back problem. He may at the end of this game because boy, big swing and miss right there.
0-1 count. Shift is on at double play depth in the infield. And Davis in the air to right field. That'll get a run in. Grichuk is back to get it. Tagging up Villar. He'll score. Throw will come in behind the runner at second base. So Davis gets the RBI on the sac fly, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. RBI number 41.
Nicely done right there by Chris Davis. Of course, you'd love to see one in the gap, but Davis kind of showed in Cleveland. He's so strong, even if he's fooled, if he can consistently make contact with the baseball, good things are going to happen there. Deep enough fly ball, well out in front and off balance, with the strength showing up, and the Orioles on the board.
It'll leave runners on at first and second base with 2 down, and that'll bring Nunez up. Nunez, a strikeout victim, is first time to the plate. 2 on and 2 down. Estrada trying to get out of this, surrendering only 1. And the pitch there at 89 miles an hour for a strike. Runners off first and second in the 0-1. That'll be back over the screen. Where the games that these teams have played here in Toronto, very close ball games, even though the Orioles are 0-7 here. Last month the Orioles were swept in 3. In June they were swept in 4 here. They've had 4 one-run games they've lost, and 3 extra inning games that they have lost in those 7 played here. Down to third and just foul. The Orioles like to jump out a little bit here, give themselves a little breathing room, something they have not been able to do in ball games here at Rogers Center this year.
Yeah, right. And Estrada not giving them too many opportunities, so try to take advantage of them when you can. And of course, keep rolling these hot hitters up there with runners in scoring position, and good things will happen.
Nunez behind on the count, 0-2. Breaking ball off the top of the screen. Mancini back to second base. Adam Jones back to first. And the count will remain at 0-2.
Well, with Adam Jones at first base and Smoke playing well back, of course Mancini at second, he can get a huge lead at first base and try to beat out the potential Forrest at second. That's what he's looking forward to doing right here.
Over the top. He's tried to hit that knee-high outside corner strike a number of times in the ball game, just not quite able to get it where he wants it. And the count will go to 1-2. Nunez getting a look at Estrada for the first time. Will pop it up. Silo shot. Jansen. He gets underneath it and puts it away. So the Orioles will settle for one. They do it on a couple of hits. No errors. 2 are left on base. O's up 1-0. The border here. Take a look at our East Winds page. New York Post saying it's been clear for a while Aaron Judge won't be back in the lineup anywhere close to the 3-week window Yankees had hoped at the fracture July 26th. Right fielder still can't swing a bat. 3-week mark passed last week. Judge said on Sunday it would take 4 to 6 weeks for the fracture to heal. And for Mookie Betts, he has gone hitless in 2 straight games. Hard hold the world. He's yet to go hitless in 3 and has only gone hitless in back-to-back starts 4 times all year. In the air to left field off the end of the bat, Diaz. And right at Gentry. Diaz a pitch and an out, bottom of the 3rd inning.
A bullet right there, and Diaz one of those bats that just comes to life against the Baltimore Orioles. Of course, his bat's been hot since the All-Star break, swinging it very well.
So Cashner gets the quick out here in the 3rd inning. Urena coming up. He's played some third base. We're talking about their need in the infield. Made his first career start there here in the month of August. He hadn't played third base since 2014 when he was back playing AAA ball. He came up from Buffalo last time around August 7th, 4th time he's been back with the club. And Cashner will get the strike on the inside corner.
Boy, one thing Cashner's been doing very well here recently with that fastball glove side is commanding it. I mean, just tearing it up with the 2-seamer on the inside corner, starting at that lefty's hip.
Pitch will be taken away. Very little difference for Cashner, lefty righty. 270 to 279. Richard Urena with a 2-ball 1-strike delivery, and he'll take, and it will be up a little bit apparently. And the count will go to 3-1.
Change up right, not where he wanted it, but it looked like it was over the dish.
3-1 delivery won't be close. So there is the first walk. Cashner has surrendered. Comes with one away here in the third inning. Orioles are going to be hosting the Yankees this weekend at the ballpark, including a separate admission doubleheader on Saturday. And for each of the 4 games in the series, fans are encouraged to bring any non-perishable food item and cash donations to benefit the Maryland Food Bank, part of the 32nd annual Orioles Reach Food and Funds Drive, presented by Masson, WJZ TV, and Pompey Inn Olive Oil. For tickets, go to Orioles.com. And the pitch taken up high for a ball. Yankees coming in to do that makeup game, Sunday night game as well. So it's going to be a busy weekend at the ballpark. Saturday games 1 and 7. Curtis Granderson with a runner on at first base. Granderson grounded out first time up. Patient hitter. Doesn't take a lot of first pitch swings, but then he'll try and sandbag you.
Oh yeah.
Right when you think he won't go after one, you throw him a fastball on the first pitch and he'll nail it for about 400 feet. 2-0 delivery on the way and foul back.
Well, there you go. Gets himself in a good hitters count. And Granderson's put up some big time numbers against the Orioles this season as well. And when you talk about that ambush thing, you become a veteran player. You get so many at bats, and you figure out what pitchers are trying to do. Your guesses become just much more educated. So many times when he cuts it loose, he's got a good idea what the pitcher's going to throw.
2-1 shift on, and the pitch will be up and away. So Curtis Granderson gets ahead of it. Granderson, like Adam Jones of the Orioles, is the Heart and Hustle Award winner for their ball club this year. One for each team. Alumni Players Association will name a winner in the majors in the fall. Hard hit ball again, but again right at him. Jones is there. 2 down. Adam reacted on that, as a lot of outfielders do when balls hit right at him. It's almost like a wiffle ball.
Oh yeah, it's a different look right there for Adam Jones out in right field. That ball hit hard, and the ball spinning differently. That ball just hit right at him, so it just freezes and then kind of spreads out, gets in the prevent, and breaks it down. He and Adam, or he and Wayne Kirby, going back and forth.
Wayne Kirby's trying to tell him about how to play it, and Adam just keeps saying, "Was he out? Was he out? Get over it." And the runner back to the bag. Urena, the runner at first base, has some speed. There are 2 down here. Pilar, though their hottest hitter at the plate, doubled. First time up. He now has a 7-game hit streak. Orioles up 1-0 in the ball game, and going for the outside corner, and it got it there for the called strike.
Nice pitch, little BP fastball.
He's gone 11 for 24 during the 7-game hit streak he now has. 7 RBIs over the last 6 ball games. And a broken bat, center field, not hit deep. Mullen started back, long way in to put it away, and does. Pilar's retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. And it remains an Orioles 1-0 lead. drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. See some of those condominiums there by the highway? We were talking about this on the bus in from the airport last night. Literally, some of those condos that face the highway, you can reach out and touch the cars.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The demand for housing in this city is allowing those condos to be built virtually on the highway.
It's incredible. Yeah, you could take and jump your motorcycle right off your deck and onto the highway.
Exactly. You'd be off and running. Yeah, and there are lots of those buildings being built along those highways. Here's Tim Beckham. Beckham will foul that one back. Tim, base hit his first time up. Gentry and then Joseph. Orioles up 1-0. They've already stranded 5 in the ball game, so they've gotten to Estrada. They've been able to get people on base, but only 1 in so far. And his pitch count a little higher than he'd like it to be. Here's the 0-1 delivery. There's that changeup again, 76. A slow motion swing by Tim Beckham.
Right. Yeah, trying to swing like that pitch came in.
Well, it was a tough. I mean, his fastball, as Mike's talked about, isn't all that high. It'd get up 90, 91 maybe. 0-2 delivery on the way. And then he comes right back with it again, which you didn't think he would.
76 miles an hour. His hardest fastball tonight, 89 miles an hour. Well, you can do the math. Pulling a good 13 miles an hour off this pitch and pulling it straight down. And man, oh man, that fastball spinning in there, but just dying in front of the plate.
Picks up strikeout number 4. Gentry, a base hit his first time up. Orioles have been able to pick up infield hits in the ball game. Gentry used his speed, won't need to this time though. So that's one of those pitches, when he gets a pitch up like that, it is very hittable. And Estrada's hope is this is the kind of pitch he doesn't deliver too often.
Yeah, right. I mean, you just see it so well, and when you don't have a little extra on the pitch at the top of the zone, hitters are just going to beat it. And Gentry does right there, squaring that one up, hard line drive right out to Granderson.
So Gentry's got a 2 for 2. Caleb Joseph, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Orioles now with 5 hits off Estrada. Estrada generally a little under a hit per inning. He'll come over the top with the 88-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Mullins waiting on deck. Caleb still after that first hit off this right-hander, 0 for 8. 0-1 delivery to him. Tried to wait a little bit on that, fouls it off. 0-2.
Man, he's made some tough pitches on Caleb. First at bat, 4 pitches, and rung him up on a good fastball right on the inside corner. This AB starts him off with that fastball on the inside corner, and then the changeup comes. But first AB, he moved it around. Every quadrant was hit. Fastball on the outside corner, breaking ball that stayed up top. Then he went low with the change, then inside.
0-2, runner on first base, and jammed him just enough so he couldn't get the barrel out there. Pilar in center field. Runner will tag but not go. Throw comes in, and there are 2 down. PNC Minor League Insights brought to you by PNC. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day.
Well, the Orioles making an international sign here. Isaac Bellany, he agreed to terms with the O's. Only 16 years old, switch hitters, got some power, speed, strong arm. And the Orioles start to get out there into the international market. And it's nice to hear Dan Duquette say this is going to be one of the things the Orioles target here from here on out. Get some international players in the organization.
More to come. Here is Cedric Mullins. Leadoff batter for the Orioles has struck out, flied out, and even with 2 down, Martin's in at third. And the fastball will be taken up high. Jays have decided they just are not going to give him the opportunity to lay down that bunt for a base hit if they can stop it. Now he could drag one here with Smoke holding the bag at first base if he wanted to go in that direction. Pitch will be up high, and the count goes to 2-0 from Estrada. Yeah, Estrada's strikeout to walk ratio coming in is 3-1. Cashner's is 2-1. Estrada's pretty decent, not surrendering free passes. 2-0 delivery, and that's going to miss.
I think well, Mullins already showed he can handle the bat and lay those bunts down. I would love to see him try to put some pressure on some defense and take some with him down that first base line. That can just get into everybody's head. Bermuda Triangle at times with the pitcher first baseman at second.
He will take the pitch, and it is in there for a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Sutter telling us over the weekend all this stuff about his patience at the plate and the way he plays the game. Wasn't something he was taught. It's just who I am. 3-1, runner goes, and that one's going to skip to the backstop. Big turn made at second base. Jansen will go back to get it. So the walk surrendered, and Mullins is on, and again the Orioles get 2 on base.
Nice AB right there by Cedric Mullins. Just that patient part of his game, the poise, no leak forward, staying back as long as possible, recognizing the change, and then it kicks away. And I like Gentry looking in, keeping the head on the baseball. Don't stop until it's contained.
Strada's walked 4 in a ball game, but only once. He has walked 3 in this one. And another chance for the O's to add to a 1-0 lead. The R stands in right into the glove. Strada feels his position, gets the out, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 more are left on base. September 11th through the 13th. On Thursday, September 13, all fans will receive an Orioles This is Birdland t-shirt. For tickets, go to Orioles.com. Barry Thorne and Mike Wardick and a lot of Oriole fans on hand here at the ballpark with some nicely designed signs. Orioles have the 1-0 lead. RBI picked up at a sac fly, Chris Davis. Orioles have already left 7 on base. Let's hope that does not come back to haunt them. They've gotten on but haven't had the big hits. Cashner. He's only human. I say that because he's looking. The Orioles have left 7 on base. The score is 1-0 in the 4th inning. He has given up nothing. I got 1 run.
Yeah, unbelievable, right? I mean, the common theme all season long for Cashner. Cobb's been there as well. Just no run support.
Amazing how it goes on game after game for an entire season. Here is Justin Smoke. Morales and Grichuk do up. Smoke grounded out to short. His first time up. Smoke's one of the few who has not had a good offensive year against the Orioles. He's hit only $125 against the O's this year. Lifetime, he's got 8 home runs against the Orioles. He hasn't hit any this year.
You see the big shift on him, and he is all about the pull.
Big cut on the pitch up.
Yeah, something that helped him a couple years ago, just finding that spot where he finds balance. And for him, it's staying behind the baseball. The big man starts to drift forward a little bit, and just some inconsistent contact. Last year, he had a sensational power season. for the Blue Jays.
2-2 delivery on the way to him. He got him. So we were talking about those calls are going to go to the pitcher. Quick turnaround, but not a lot said by Smoke, and a strikeout.
Well, this pitch has been money for Cashner last couple starts here. Missing maybe by an inch, but he's consistently worked in there, and Caleb subtly receiving that one, drawing it back in. Gives that home plate umpire a good look.
Cashner gets the strikeout. That is his first. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Morales, the shift employed against him all the way around. 4-game hit streak for the veteran DH. He's now 4 for 8 with a home run lifetime off the Orioles starter. 4th inning, 1 down. 1-5-0 for the Orioles. 0-1-0 for Toronto. Toronto has lost 4 in a row. They got beat up by the Yankees in New York on the weekend series. Lost their 3rd straight game 10-2 by the Yankees in that one, and the Jays now 4 in a row overall. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way, and that will miss outside for a ball. Interesting, the talk in New York is already turning to let's get ready for the wild card game. Red Sox have been able to extend that lead and maintain it, and barring a major collapse by Boston, they're going to win the division. They're up by 9.5. That one deep down the line, way back, and goodbye home run. 328, and he went right down the line to tie it up. His 2nd career home run against Cashner.
Has a big numbers against Cashner. His 5th hit and just 9 ABs. 15th home run this season. The veteran DH. And he just missed an inside fastball, and if Cashner doesn't execute, take a look where this one ends up. But Caleb Joseph calling for it down and in. He got that borderline call on Smoke. That's where Caleb wanted it, and it got pushed up and out over center of the plate. Morales doesn't miss it.
Game tied at 1. 2nd home run that Morales has had against the Orioles this year. And a strike on the inside corner. Grichuk grounded out his first time up. So the veteran Morales able to get this ball game tied up on just their 2nd hit, and that one is tagged, but it's going to go foul. It had legs but not direction.
Yeah, that ball was covered right there. Morales didn't really cover his. Looked like it might have gotten off the end of the bat. Only 91 miles an hour off the bat, but just enough, sneaking down that right field line.
The home run number 18 given up by Cashner, and 12 of the 18 have been hit by left-handers. Grichuk with the ground ball out his first time up. Infield shifted around on him. 0-2 delivery. We'll go to third base. Nunez. A couple of crow hops, throw over, and there are 2 down. Oriole fans, when the O's score 5 runs or more, get 50% off regular menu price online orders at papajohns.com with the promo code Orioles5. Enjoy the quality pizza you have come to expect from your locally owned and operated Papa John's. 2 down, a run in here in the 4th inning. Russell Martin grounded out his first time up, and will take the pitch outside for a ball.
Cashman, not a lot of mistakes here in the early going in this ball game. Still showing the good command, mixing up the pitches. 1 mistake. Morales gets rocked.
Cashner 4-10. Trying to get a win against the ball club. He is 1-1 against Lifetime, 0-1 this year. Right down the pipe and in there for a strike to Russell Martin. Martin, some big years in Los Angeles with the Dodgers, then on to New York where the Orioles saw a lot of him. Pittsburgh and then Toronto. 4th year he has played for the Blue Jays. Veteran on a little breaking ball down that he foul tipped into the mid.
Good pitch.
He's now 35 years old, from East York, Ontario, resides in Quebec. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way, and the fastball will be up high. So a full count, 3-2. and walked him. So had him and lost him. A 2-out walk will keep the 4th inning alive for the Jays. Other walk came to Arena, number 9 hitter in the 3rd inning. And that will bring Jansen up to the plate. Jansen, a fly ball out, first time up. As we said, he's got the 5-game hit streak.
Yeah, Blue Jays a situation similar to the Orioles, giving young kids opportunities. This is one of their top prospects, and a chance here to kind of get used to the big league level, so he'll be ready to go next season. If indeed he does do well enough here, final month and a half.
They are really counting on it. He wasn't selected until the 16th round, 2013 draft. He is out of Appleton, Wisconsin. Played high school baseball and made the decision to move into the pro circuit, and he has been there since 2013. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way, and he got a hold of that one down the line left field and into the corner. That'll take a hop and go up and over, and the Orioles maybe get a run saved because it is a ground rule double for Jansen. That'll hold Russell Martin at 3rd. He may or may not have scored if that stays in play.
Jansen picking up his 3rd double of the season already, and now riding a 6-game hit streak. And 6 games at the major league level. Whistled one out to right field. Cashner jams him inside, but he turns and burns, showing good contact coast to coast here.
.270 career minor league hitter Jansen, and opening up with a lot more in the numbers department. So now the conference. This is a big at bat in the 4th inning. 1 run is already scored. Ball game is tied, and there are 2 in scoring position with 2 down. Diaz coming up, when after the first pitch he saw, Nemedi's Diaz ended up flying out to left field. Well, let's see what he can do with it here. Outfield will play, in fact, the whole defense straight up, and he'll start him with a fastball that's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 ball game. 3 hits on the board for Toronto now. The Orioles have out hit them 5-3. Ball game tied up. Andrew Cashner trying to get a big out against Diaz. Diaz .224 with runners in scoring position. 0-1 to him, will be foul tipped into the mitt for a strike. Had him fooled on the 89.
Yeah, nasty pitch right there. Hard slider. His harder sliders, and he just cut it loose, getting on the side of the baseball. Good tilt as well. Stayed in the middle of the plate, but nice movement.
Martin's off 3rd. Jansen off 2nd. 0-2 delivery on the way. Teased him with a pitch well outside, and a 1 ball 2 strike count. Morales getting the home run to tie the ball game up with 1 out, and the walk and double coming with 2 down. Cashner, the 1-2 pitch on the way, and he keeps it down and away and gets him. Big strikeout. So the K recorded 2 strikeouts in the inning, and in the ball game a run on a hit, 2 left in scoring position. 1-1.
T-Mobile. Well, the Orioles introducing some speed here down the stretch, trying to change things up. And VR, who came into today with 16 stolen bases, swipes one, went under review, but he was safe getting the hand in there. And as the game progresses, hey, why not take advantage of what's given? Nice walking lead right there, and he swipes his second, 18th on the year. It was only 2 years ago, yeah, where he stole 62 bags. So Orioles happy to have that athlete on the field. Maybe a little change of philosophy here offensively, some more speed on this roster.
So another close game. We were talking about how close these games have been in the 7 played here at Rogers Center, and this one goes to the 5th 1-1. Strada's been able to avoid surrendering more by getting big outs, for the Orioles getting people on base in every inning. Trey Mancini leading it off. He had a base hit last time up, 1 for 2 in the game. Adam Jones and then Chris Davis will follow. 35-year-old right-hander, 1-1 this year against the Orioles, 8-2 lifetime. Breaking ball taken down low. Estrada got beaten by the Orioles in the first game he pitched against them back in April. He gave up 4 runs, 6 hits, 4 innings, but came back and got the win on June 10. Couple of runs, 4 hits over 6. 1-2 pitch on the way. Popped him up. Shortstop. Nope, second base. Drifting over behind the bag. Arena comes over to put it away, and Mancini is retired. For every Orioles walk, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50, supporting the Leukemia Lymphoma Society Light the Night Walk. 344 walks, $17,200. Care First encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. The milkshake I had probably doesn't count for towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. No. The pitch on the way, and that one slammed to center field, hit hard by Adam Jones, but Pilar's right there. 2 down.
That's an Adam ball as well, right? Squared up the breaking ball from Estrada here in the 5th inning. A couple breaking balls to Mancini. First pitch, a little hanger right there to Adam Jones, and a hard second out.
Not a lot of outfields in baseball anymore that get a lot of activity because you have so many ground ball pitchers, or those who are close to that 50-50 mark. But when you're in the outfield and Estrada's pitching, keep your head on a swivel. Pretty good chance ball's going to be coming out there to you. Here's Chris Davis, sac fly, RBI, and he is popped out. Davis, a 176 lifetime hitter against Estrada, but he does have 3 home runs off him. Estrada will come in there with a high heat and miss up.
Davis getting the sac fly to get the Orioles on the board, just reaching out, kind of fooled out in front, but driving it deep enough to right field to push one across.
1-1 delivery on the way. That's his fastball. 1-2. Dylan Bundy will make the start for the Orioles tomorrow. 6:30 O's extra, 7 o'clock for the ball game. Sam Gaviglia will be on the mound for Toronto. He's 2-6. 1-2 delivery on the way. Davis goes against the shift, but Russell Martin will make the play. So Estrada retires the side in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th here at Rogers Center. 1-1. Really? How about this? Who would have thought? The Rays use their opener strategy. That's a guy who's not really a starter, but not really a bullpen guy, but starts games. Used him twice in 5 games this week, despite the non-traditional usage. Tampa Bay's bullpen keeps getting the job done. The Rays relief corps pitched 2 2/3 ERA, major league high 32 1/3 innings last week, and it was named the MLB bullpen of the week.
Pretty impressive. Hey, I got to give a shout out though to Adam Kolarek. Was recently called up, and he's a local kid. Went to high school, Catonsville High School, went to college at University of Maryland. I know his dad real well. Well, he just got the call, and he was part of that group in the bullpen. He had 3 relief appearances. He got his first major league save, so he and his family all fired up. And of course, the Rays, they have been working that magic, it seems, all year long.
Everybody says this can't go on, this starter, opener, bullpen trifecta, but it's working. They're playing above 500 baseball.
Yeah.
They're 2 games above 500.
Right.
That's amazing. And for all the use they've had, obviously the bullpen's been called on to do yeoman work for them, and congratulations to them. They're hanging in. Something but Showalter, of course, all the time he's been here and everywhere else. Bullpen manager's been one of his great abilities, to manage a bullpen and keep the innings down for individual pitchers. 1-2 delivery, and that'll be taken up high. 1-1 ball game, 2-ball 2-strike count here. Cashner, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in the game. Richard Urena at the plate, and then top of the order, Curtis Granderson. Urena will clock that one to right field. Jones over, not going to get it. It'll take a hop up and over. So the second ground rule double. This one, however, starts the 5th inning.
Boy, hard hit ball, and he just stayed on the Cashner breaking ball. He went down and got himself some. Good head position, dropping the head down and in. A hard hit ground ball, or a hard hit line drive, just beating Adam Jones. He thought he was able to maybe catch it in the air, but I think it had a little topspin on the end and just sank on him. Urena starting this inning off with the double.
Just his 18th ball game, as we told you, called up on 4 separate occasions. Urena starting at second base. Orioles will play for the bunt. Granderson will take the pitch up and away. As at third base, Nunez will play in, and then the shift put on with Beckham holding the runner as tight as he can. Urena's got good speed. Toronto now with 4 hits in the ball game. Granderson 1-0, and that one's going to be a little bit outside as well. So he'll get ahead on the count. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-game hit streak for Granderson coming into the ball game. Very tough out, contact hitter. 255 with runners in scoring position this year. Long check to second base. Granderson will pump it in the air, foul.
And these, you talk about Granderson having that ability to really ambush a pitcher, understanding what he's trying to do in certain situations. And Granderson looking for the pitch here that he can hit hard to the right side. He wants to, he'd love to accomplish 2 things. Get Urena over and in one swing of the bat. See why the Oriole defense all pushed over on the right side. And Granderson trying to hit that hard ground ball over there.
Here's the 2-1 delivery on the way, and chops it. That time Curtis looked like he really wanted to go to the right side. Trying to get a productive out here. At least get that runner moved up. It'll be tougher now with a 2-ball 2-strike count. Right at second base, not able to get very far off that bag with Beckham so close. And Cashner, he's willing to throw back there if there's some daylight. 2-2. Just missed.
Good try. Moving it around a little bit. Would have been a little better, maybe more competitively into the strike zone. You see the 5th pitch on the pitch cast, well up and out of the zone. Granderson to look at it a little bit, though. Might target down and away. Of course, the breaking ball's been big for Cashner as well.
3-2. Runner off second base. Granderson will get it done. Play made by VR, and it is a productive out. So Urena potential go ahead moves over to third base, 1 out. Chicago White Sox coming to Oriole Park September 14 through 16. On Saturday, September 15. First 35,000 fans 15 and over receive an Orioles lightweight hoodie. For tickets, Orioles.com. Here's Pilar. The infield is drawn in. He has grounded out, flied out. Runner off third base. A big swing, just trying to make contact. Too good a pitch. 1-1.
That is a nasty pitch right there. It's some good pitches on Granderson as well, but that power slider located perfectly.
Pilar, one of their better regulars in this situation at 293. 0-1 delivery on the way. Outside, good block. Little dust. Chopped up that time.
And of course, Pilar looking for a pitch up in the zone that he can drive. You see the green lines out there in the outfield. That's the sac fly line right there. If he can get it that deep, that'll be a green light for Urena to score easily on the sac fly. You see Mullins just a hair deeper, so he's going to try to create a little momentum coming in on that sac fly line.
He leads the team with 6 sacrifice flies. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that won't be a fly, but it'll be an RBI. That'll drive the run in. Urena will score on his way to second base. It'll be a double again. 2 doubles in the ball game, an RBI, a 7-game hit streak. And Pilar picks up his 7th RBI against the Orioles this year. 2-1 Toronto.
Continues to do the damage. Now his 13th hit. And this ball just covered, hooking it down that left field line. Of course, you see Urena right there on third base, able to walk home, and Pilar with that good speed standing on second base. Nice tight turn right there.
49 RBIs for Pilar. He's at second base. 1 down, 2-1 lead. Each team with 5 hits. Justin Smoke, he has grounded out and been called out on strikes. So the Orioles paying a bit for the first 4 innings where they left 7 on base. Pitch taken down low for a ball. And for Pilar, who had a little set to with his manager over the weekend, a little redemption. Pilar tried to steal third base from second in a situation that did not warrant it. John Gibbons, the manager after the ball game, said it's unacceptable in high school. That shouldn't happen. It can't happen. You're down. He knows it. Swing and a miss. Pilar said at first, I was just trying to make something happen. We were struggling to score, and then thought about it for a minute and said, that wasn't a good play.
Right. I mean, it's understandable. Sometimes teams that are scuffling, you try to push the envelope a little bit, but you still got to be a smart baseball player. You can't take chances like that, run into outs. And he's been around long enough. I just think there's frustration, obviously, that comes with losing. And sometimes players try to take things in their own hands. But clean baseball, the best baseball, you give big leaguers opportunities to throw you out, and they're going to do it. I mean, it was right in front of them.
Yep. Then you come back the next game and you produce. I mean, that's the answer. Stay a professional, and that's, so far in this game, he's done it with a couple of doubles and an RBI. 2-ball, 1 strike count. Justin Smoke at the plate. Smoke will take the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. He has struck out and grounded out. Cashner had moved his way through the first 3 innings with little or no problem. Then the home run by Morales tied it up in the 4th, got out of a jam, leaving 2 in scoring position. The leadoff double by Urena has scored here. Smoke will take it down low. And a full count, 3-2. Now the pitch count starts to climb on Andrew.
Yeah, some tough situations here in the 5th inning. The Urena starting out with the double. So pressure on Cashner and just trying to make those quality pitches. They're keeping it down on Smoke, but Smoke not helping him out.
Count is 3-2. Pretty good lead off second base, and he'll take it for a walk. So no walks through the first 3 innings. Gave up one in the 3rd, then a couple in the 4th. Now the Jays have runners on at first and second base, and that's going to bring Roger McDowell up.
Yeah, command just a tick off for Cashner. Still making some big pitches, and times you got to tip your hat. I mean, that was a nasty 3-2 pitch right there to Smoke. A good changeup just off that outside corner, but he didn't even flinch.
Well, for Justin Smoke, he now has 69 walks. He is 5th in the American League in walks, so that's not a hitter who's going to help you out as a pitcher. 2 on, only 1 away. Morales, his 15th home run came in the 4th inning. He is also flied out. DH switch hitter now has a 5-game hit streak going. Toronto up by 1, looking to add to it. Cashner looking for the ground ball. And Morales will take it away for a ball. Morales with a dozen home runs in his career now against the Orioles. 2 of those have come this year. .314 lifetime average. That's going to be inside. 2-0.
Take a look at his home run. A solo shot here. And Cashner making a mistake with the fastball. He did not square it up. Maybe off the end of the bat. 91 miles an hour, but just enough to get over that right field wall. 328 on the right field line.
Cashner wanted to go through the signs again. Dangerous pitch. Morales 2-0. And that's why. Way back in right field. Just turn around and watch it. Goodbye. Home run. Two home runs and 4 RBIs in the ball game for Morales.
Well, when he squares them up, that's what they look like. 108 miles an hour off the bat, going 437. A big ball right there, and Cashner falls behind 2-0 and dead red, and he gets it. Morales getting the fastball 2-0. Oh my goodness. Up middle, and he stays behind it. He knew that one was coming.
So, like the Orioles starters up and down the rotation, that long ball just a killer. And a swinging strike taken by Grichuk, who was grounded out twice. So Morales, what a ball game already. 3 at bats, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Towering pop up in the infield, right out in front of the plate. Caleb's going to back up on it and will put it away. So Joseph able to get it for the 2nd out here in the 5th inning.
Well, nice to see Caleb taking charge right there. Getting a little deep under the infield turf. Like to see one of the corner infielders call him off in that situation. Maybe everybody a little shocked after that 3-run blast by Morales.
2 down, bases are empty, and a 5-1 lead in this ball game. Pilar has the other RBI and a double. 4-run 5th inning, and that'll be fouled back by Russell Martin. So with these runs added for Andrew Cashner, this is the inning. 16 runs against him in the 5th inning of ball games this year, and that's his worst inning in runs surrendered. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way. Breaking ball is going to miss outside. So this Toronto ball club, 5 runs, 6 hits after being held to just the lone base hit through the first 3 1/3 innings. Another breaking ball, and again same pitch, same result outside. The count goes 3-2. These 3-2 counts starting to pile up.
No, they sure are. Pitch count getting jacked up. Some long innings here, back to back, 4th and 5th.
Russell Martin on the ground to short. Beckham will play the big hop and record the out. But a 4-run 5th inning. Morales with a 3 RBI homer. He's got 2 home runs in the game. Take a look at our Ram do-ups. Experience the power and toughness of Ram at your local dealer. Or log on to ramtrucks.com to get to work. Guts, glory, Ram. Chase up. lesson is brought to you by PNC. Make today the day. And by Acura. Visit your Baltimore and Avalos Acura dealers for attractive lease offers during Acura's Summer of Performance Sales event. Well, Estrada just keep throwing. Guess he figured sooner or later somebody was going to score. And unfortunately for Cashner, it was Toronto.
Cashner frustrated, tough couple innings there in that last inning. There was a couple doubles, a home run, and a walk.
Nunez on the off-speed delivery. Estrada 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. RBI Davis on a sac fly. Retired the side in order for the first time in the 5th inning. Now working in the 6th. Nunez a strikeout and a pop out, and will take the pitch on a bounce down low. Well, the Blue Jays have got 6 hits in this one. They have had at least 10 hits in 7 of the 10 games this year against the Orioles. And they've held the Orioles to 1 run 4 times this year. And the pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and the count will go to 2-2.
Nunez not liking that call. Fastball down and away. Borderline pitch. Of course, not the pitch he wants to hit. And Estrada with now that 4-run lead, just able to work a little more comfortably.
Challenged him with a fastball that time. 2-ball, 2-strike count to Nunez. Nunez be followed by Beckham and then Gentry. 6, 7, 8 in the order for the Orioles. Again, the 2-2 delivery on the way, and a breaking ball will miss.
Estrada falling all over the place on that one. He's falling out of his delivery, maybe overthrowing the changeup a little bit. Trying to sell it with the big body movement.
Full count delivery by the right-hander. Again, is going to be foul back. Blue Jays starting pitching is ranked 11th in ERA. One of their best starters, of course, Jay Happ, beat them yesterday pitching for the Yankees. Happ has now won all 4 games he has started for New York. 3-2 delivery. Nunez battling, got a hold of that one deep to left field. Way back scoreboard. Look it up. And goodbye home run. So Nunez answers with a long ball. And the Orioles cut the lead to 5-2.
We talk about Nunez heating up here after the All-Star break, picking up his 3rd home run now in an Oriole uniform. And man, oh man, that ball was smoked. 103 miles an hour off the bat, over 400 feet away. We've talked about his power throughout the minor leagues, and now just a little more comfortable at the major league level and together some quality ABs and showing that pop.
3 home runs on the year, 2 as an Oriole, and a 5-2 ball game. Estrada giving up his 21st home run of the year. And here's Tim Beckham, and a pitch outside.
Now take a look at the Nunez swing. 3-2 fastball, and man, it's up middle, and Nunez stays behind it. That is quick to it. Gets through it. Over 400 feet away.
Off the end of the bat and foul into our Maryland Lottery contestant, John Currens. Congratulations. The Nunez home run worth $500. Tepera will get up in the bullpen. First bullpen action we've seen. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Tim Beckham. Foul that one off the other way. Beckham and then Gentry due up. Beckham with a 1-for-2 base hit and a strikeout. Estrada's 1-2 delivery to him as a breaking ball down to 3rd. Martin's busy night continues with getting by a half a step. The Orioles invite fans to step into the ring and enjoy WWE Birdland Mania. It'll be at Oriole Park on Wednesday, September 19. The O's hosting the Jays. Choose between 2 special ticket packages with both options, including a Birdland Mania bobblehead. 1 down, 1 in. Gentry's gone 2 for 2, couple of singles for the Orioles left fielder. 1 down, nobody on. Gentry on the breaking ball that is in there for a strike.
Before Gentry got hurt, he had really started to swing the bat well. Started to relax a little bit. I mean, like most of the Orioles, he was trying to get some things done a little too quick, right out of the pitcher's hand, so jumpy. And unable to really discipline the strike zone, but staying behind and starting to square it up pretty consistently. Made some good contact up in that Cleveland series and a couple good swings here in this ball game.
Strada with the 0-2 delivery on the way and a breaking ball. Did he go? No. Ryan Blakeney down at first base with the call. And Gentry will work it to 1-2. All the time missed at the major league level. Gentry just his 63rd game. He was playing a good deal for the Orioles before that injury. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball to third and foul.
Well, getting himself in a good position to actually handle some pitches like that. And Gentry primarily just a dead red fastball hitter, but if you're able to stay back, see the baseball, keep those hands back and wait for it, and give yourself a chance. Nice cut there on that little curveball that stayed in the middle.
Heat is up and away. 2-ball, 2-strike count from Estrada. The way he is pitching right now, you'd have to believe this is going to be his last inning. A lot of pitches. Not efficient. Got the lead, obviously, at 5-2. Down to third, and not this time. That'll go by Martin and go into the corner. And Gentry is on his way to second base. He's got a double. Ball is bobbled. He's on his way to third. Relay not in time. Gentry using the speed. In the corner, Granderson had trouble with it. Gentry saw it. Play was in front of him, and he's at third base.
How nicely done. Don't stop until they stop you. And Gentry, we talked about it earlier in the ball game, just picking up the baseball. Here, a nice AB, staying on that changeup and getting through it. Smoking the ball down the left field line, and off he goes. Good speed, but take a look here as he gets to second. He keeps his eyes on Granderson, sees the bobble out in left field, and hustles into third base. Nice job right there.
And John Gibbons has seen enough as he will come out to get Estrada out of the ball game. And for Gentry, his third 3-hit game of the year. 2 singles, a double, and he goes to third on that error.
to scatter 6 hits, push 2 runs across, get him out of the ball game. Pitch counts got up, really worked him to 97 pitches. He is responsible for the runner on third base. Going to give way to the bullpen, Ryan Tepera, and he's had a solid year. 3.93, got 5 wins out of the bullpen with 7 saves. Opponent's hitting .251. Good fastball, mid to high 90s, and a power slider to go along with it.
Caleb Joseph will go after the first pitch and foul it off. Runner at third. Only 1 down. Gentry gets a double. The error charged on Granderson, allowing him to reach third base. So a real chance for the Orioles here to have a bigger inning. There's Nunez, who kicked it off with his 3rd home run of the year, second as an Oriole. 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball will miss outside. Tepera's 5th game against the Orioles this year. He's actually had a couple of saves, 2 for 2 in saves against the Orioles. No runs, 2 hits, 3 2/3 innings. Joseph with the 0 for 2 in the ball game. 1-1 delivery on the way. Caleb will take that one down low and gets a hit.
Well, nice job. Couple good quiet takes right there. No rush with that runner at third base. Just trying to wait out a mistake. A pitch he can handle. Something up middle would be nice. Drive to the big part of the field.
Tepera with a look over to third, and that ball in the air, right center field. That's going to spread and take a haul all the way to the wall. That'll score a run. Caleb on his way into second base with an RBI double, and the Orioles come right back and cut the lead to 5-3.
Nice piece of hitting right there by Caleb Joseph, and the hits keep coming. Staying inside the baseball. Yeah, it's all over the dish, and Caleb doesn't miss it. Smoking it to right center. Oh, one hopper kicking up off the wall. 102 miles an hour off the bat of Joseph. 12th double right there, and a big run to get a little closer.
So the Orioles putting the numbers they need up here, getting guys on base. Caleb now on at second base, RBI 15. Ground ball, that'll go to second base. Urena up on Mullins, and he is retired, and 0 for 3 and a walk for the Orioles center fielder. That'll move Caleb over to third base, but there are 2 down. So both runs this inning charged to the starter. So Estrada gives up the 3 on 6 hits in 5 1/3 innings. Now VR coming to the plate. Estrada still a chance, of course, to be the winner in this ball game. The Orioles with a runner at third and 2 down. VR will have Martin again moved in at third. He is walked, singled, and grounded out. Taking. Orioles 1 for 6 in these situations tonight.
John Gibbons saying the heck with it. He's just going to take the bunt away. The Orioles showed they were going to take advantage of Martin over at third base. If he's back on the dirt, it's going to be laid down on the turf. So he is sucked right in there.
One delivery to him will be inside. So we are trying to pick up a big 2-out RBI. VR has gone as a right-hander coming into the game 4 for 20, and a left-hander 13 for 43. 270 overall, much bigger numbers from this side. Ground ball into the glove. Tepera snagged it and will record the out. Orioles will get a couple of runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Nunez started it as he delivered the long ball, kick off a 2-run inning in a 5-3 Jays lead. Johnson, brought to you by University of Maryland Medical Center. Be a part of something greater. And by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on their most exciting lineup ever. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Beautiful night, lights up Toronto, and a good ball game. Orioles have answered. Nunez, home run leading off 6th inning. Caleb Joseph, RBI double, 2 in. And now Cashner will try and hold the fort after giving up 4 runs, 3 hits in the 5th. And the pitch will be taken up high. Gets the bottom third. Jansen, Diaz, and Urena. Jansen has delivered a double. He's got a 6-game hit streak. And he'll go after that one in the air to right. Adam Jones. 1 down, bottom half of the 6th inning. Cashner, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts so far in the ball game.
Yeah, kind of roughed up 4th and 5th inning. Jack that pitch count up a little bit. I think Buck Showalter obviously wanting to give him an opportunity to come away with a win, but he pitched through the bottom third here. If this lineup turns over, get some activity.
He pitched to 6 Toronto Blue Jays in the 4th inning, and 7 came to the plate against him in the 5th. Diaz has flied out and struck out. We'll foul that one off the other way. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Diaz a couple of home runs against the Orioles this year. 4 RBIs. Came into this ball game hitting .375 against the Orioles this season. And Diaz will not catch up with that one. Down and away, 1 and 2.
Well, he wanted to. I mean, that was as big a cut as you're going to see him take. A little breaking ball that stayed in the middle, and he waited on it, and maybe just got a little too big.
Diaz with a broken bat, base hit to right field. Adam Jones over to cut it off. So Diaz on with a 1-out single here in the 6th inning. All right, let's open up our notebook to the This Stadium Baseball page and take a look at 1919. The longest hitting streak in professional baseball ended, 69 games. Joe Wilhoit was his name. He was held hitless by the Tulsa Oilers. And in the story in the research organization, SABR, he didn't simply break the old record of hitting safely in 45. That was the old record. He nuked it. 69 consecutive games hit safely, completed the season at .422. Runner going right where the ball is hit. There's 1, and there is 2. Lady Luck riding with you on that one. Because the runner was going, Beckham ended up moving over to the bag. Look where the ball goes. Just like it was being flipped to him. Puts a little toe in the end, gets it over, and that's the inning. We go to the 7th, and for the O's, will Cashner stay in?
Looks like I keep going. Go get him. Nice quick inning. Helped out by that little double play ball. And the 6th.
Orioles will get a little action going just in case. Mike Wright Jr. is up in the bullpen. And we go to the seventh inning. Pair out of the bullpen to find the final 2 outs in the sixth. He will stay on here. Mancini, Jones, and Davis. Trey a base hit. He is 1 for 4 in the ball game, and Cashner will hope for an extended inning and a little longer rest. Against Tepera, Mancini's gone 2 for 4 with a home run. Both teams have had an opportunity to experience the lead. The Orioles 1-0. Toronto would tie the ball game up and then take a 5-1 lead. The Orioles getting 2 of those back. 5-3. 0-1 pitch. Trika and Garcia for Toronto. Their bullpen pretty extensively used the New York series.
Yeah, all season long.
Yeah. 0-2 delivery on the way. Trying to line one up. That one at 80 miles an hour. 0-2 count.
Yeah, he got lucky there. That slider middle, and Mancini's eyes got big. And maybe the swing just a hair too big, but he wants another shot at that one. See, pitch cast, the third pitch is the slider staying in the middle of the plate.
And Tepera with the 0-2 delivery on the way to right. Richard. 7th inning and 1 down. Enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. You can access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Adam Jones 0 for 2 and a walk in the ball game for Adam. Not had a hit off Tepera. He is 0 for 7. And he will take the first pitch, and it is in there for a strike. Oh, and 1 down. Orioles a little momentum going in their favor right now. Tepera with a good breaking ball away. 0-2.
Boy, that's how you finish the slider right there. Talk about some late movement. That one made its turn right in front of home plate. Just pushing off the outside corner.
Oh-2 delivery on the way, and even, I mean, way outside.
Adam not seeing that one too well. Just kind of swinging out of the hand. Really out of the hand. It started as a ball.
So that'll be it for Tepera. Tepera will come out of there. He's done a good job with this ball club. He's got 5 wins on the year. Here he's trying to pick up a hold. authority of the Orioles and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. So John Gibbons going to matchups here.
Yeah, take a look at Garcia coming out of the bullpen. Started the season as a starter. Didn't do very well. You see his earned run average 5.96. Went on the disabled list the end of June and has been in the bullpen ever since. Opponent's hitting 262. Righty's at 299, but the reason why he's in here, lefty's just 190. Problem with the long ball, though.
Jaime Garcia. Bases are empty. 2 down. Davis, RBI sac fly, officially 0 for 2. And Chris will take the pitch outside. Garcia, once upon a time, was drafted by the Orioles. Originally selected out of high school in the 30th round in 2004. But he did not sign, and then ended up going in a Cardinals draft the next year, 2005. 1 ball, 1 strike count. There are 2 down.
Davis's big shift numbers there, 63%, pulled hard down that right field line.
Tried to catch the inside corner with that. Gets a little framework from his catcher, but not to be. And a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Cashner with his battery mate Caleb Joseph on the bench. And Davis on high heat swings through at 89 miles an hour. And a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Chris has hit only 121 off lefties this year.
And take a look at the Mercedes pitch cast right here. And the high fastball. I mean, not an overpowering fastball, only 89. If you try to do too much, that's when he starts working the secondary pitches. Starts slowing it down.
2-2 delivery and then kept it down and away. So the matchup works for Toronto. Garcia gets the strikeout. 7th inning stretch time. 5-3 Jays.
Andrew Cashner out of the ball game. 6 innings pitched. Not quite as crisp as he's been here recently, but still trying to keep his team in there, scattering the 7 hits, 5 earned runs, and the Blue Jays continue to put up some numbers though against the Orioles. Mike Wright Jr. now into the ball game. Got on a nice little run coming out of the bullpen. A couple months of sub 3 earned run average, just over 2, but here recently in the month of August been hitting around a little bit. Up 8 runs in his 6 innings pitched.
He'll face the top of the order, bottom of the 7th inning. Granderson is 0 for 3. Shift on against Curtis Granderson. Wright's delivery to him will be put up in the air the other way. Shallow left field. Long run for everybody down the line. Nunez back, called off, and a nice play made by Gentry. Speed of Gentry allowing him to get in there and help.
Yeah, nice job. They both wanted it. How about the barrel rate percentage? Lowest this season in the American League, and a couple of the Orioles bullpen arms on there. Michael Givens slinging it from the side at 3.7%. And how about Mike Wright Jr.? Talked about the 2 strong months. His barrel rate down to 4.3. So pretty impressive stuff right there. Of course, the barrel rate, you know, anytime it's squared up and coming off the bat about 95 miles an hour considered the barrel. Wright's fastball velocity since going back to the pens come up a little bit, and obviously the arm speed as well in the secondary pitches, and that's helped the softer contact.
Villar has picked up 2 doubles in the ball game. He is 2 for 3 RBI and a run scored. He's also flied out to center field. 0-1 delivery to him. He's also touched up right. Villar has gone 4 for 11 against him with a home run. So Cash are out of there again. He is not going to win. Orioles have not won any of the starts that he has had this year against Toronto, and this was the 4th one. Still a chance to come back in this one, but he won't be a winner in it. Good pitch to get him to chase. Villar's out of there.
Man, 96-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner. He's got a nice little run action, and then he follows it up with a power slider. 91 miles an hour, and this is a big pitch for Wright. Talk about the fastball velocity coming up, but when your slider can be thrown over 90 miles an hour and break like that, that is a plus pitch. Nice job by Wright.
2 down, nobody on here in the 7th. Smoke, a walk, and a run scored, and he is struck out and grounded out. Justin Smoke will take the pitch inside for a ball. 2 down, nobody on, so this power hitter will be swinging away. He'll be looking for the long ball here if he can get it. They have the shift on against them. The outfield straight away and deep. 1-0 delivery inside. Wright does not have a record against the Jays this year. This is game number 4. Lifetime he is 0-4 against Toronto. He's given up a run on 8 hits and 4 in the 3rd innings this year against the Jays. 2-0 count. Strike at the knees, 1 away.
Good pitch there. Bottle that one up. Not a lot of hitters can get to that pitch.
Talked with Mike and his dad in Cleveland, and they both were smiling when his dad said, yeah, I tell him sometimes watching games, slow it down. Slow it down. 2-1 delivery on the way. Good pitch again down low. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Only 3 came up in the 6th inning for the Jays, and an attempted clean inning here by Mike Wright Jr. Morales on deck. The way he's hitting, that's right where you want to leave him. Yeah. 2-2 pitch on the way will be up. Villar the RBI double. Morales the 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Right with the 3-2 delivery on the way, and we'll do it again.
Smoke coming unglued right there. Just selling out on the fastball, getting it and fouling it straight back. Look where it was. Center.
Smoke has had 4 hits, 10 at bats off Wright, including a home run. And a little too long by Wright, so Smoke asks for the timeout. Full count delivery again, and walked it. That'll bring Morales up.
Time of the 4th drive of the game. Take a look at Morales. This is the first one here, just off the end of the bat, and actually the second one, 109 miles an hour. So this isn't a paint scraper. 437, 30-degree launch angle. It was a majestic home run. Go to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
So Morales with the 2 homers in the ball game, a 5-game hit streak for the DH. Runner on at first with 2 down. 2 for 8 lifetime off right, and he will take the pitch up for a ball. So a clean inning, not to be had, but right, and get out of it here if he can get one more.
Better make a good pitch. Morales feeling it right now. That home run he hit off Cashner, the longest one he's hit this season.
1-0 count. Going for another one on a big cut. 95.
Yeah, fortunately I had that extra mile or two on the fastball because that's about the same location where he hit about 430 and unglued again. I'm sure Morales wanting that one back.
They won't hold the bag at first with 2 down here. Play behind him. Right off the plate, foul.
Nice.
So Wright gets ahead of him, a ball and 2 strikes.
Mike Wright, of course, the arm speed so important with all of his pitches. A secondary pitch. Caleb Joseph calling for the changeup, and just before he got into that pitch, Caleb made a gesture, like whipped his arm down, sell that arm speed, and that was a big time pitch. There are times Mike Wright has actually telegraphed his pitches. You know, I mean, the key having success at the major league level, if you have 3, 4 pitches, everything's got to look the same out of your hand. At times, the last couple seasons, with the slider, the changeup, Wright's actually slowed his delivery down, so actually telegraphing the secondary.
And a pitch down and in will get him. So the strikeout on Morales. Wright gets a couple here in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. 7 complete. A 5-3 Toronto lead.
Pilar continues to stay red hot against the Orioles. Second double of the ball game, driving in Urena, but it's Morales' ball game. A big ball there, up over 430 feet, a 3-run shot, but the Orioles keep fighting. Nunez, whose bat has been red hot, gets the Orioles back on the board. Caleb Joseph comes up with a big hit. Driving in Gentry with a big offensive night. A few hits for Gentry, and Joseph driving them in. 5-3 Blue Jays here going into the top of the 8th. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. Tyler Clippard coming in. The veteran right-hander, a 3.63 earned run average. Opponents hitting 223. Both lefties and righties down low there. Has given up the 11 home runs. Good fastball, split finger combination.
And his first pitch will be taken for a strike. Curtis Granderson out of the ball game. Billy McKinney has come on to play in left field for Granderson. Renato Nunez delivering the home run last time up. Got his 3rd. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Garcia came on to work just 1 inning, got the strikeout against Davis. And 88. We've seen fastballs that have been delivered in that 88 to 90 mile an hour range here by these Toronto pitchers tonight.
Yeah, not really overpowering. And Clippard, 33, so veteran arm. He's made a lot of pitches out of that right arm, so that fastball velocity coming down a little bit. Used to have the big fastball.
0-2 delivery on the way. He'll go up high and chase.
All about location, really, and here expanding the zone a little bit. A couple good fastballs on the outside corner, then move it up a notch for strike 3.
That'll get Beckham to the plate, and Givens up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Orioles batting here in the 8th inning, trailing by a score of 5-3. They have out-hit Toronto 8-7 in the ball game. Beckham a base hit, first time up, then his strikeout grounded out. The Orioles need a comeback here. I'm going to look back on those first 4 innings and weep. They had all kinds of opportunities, leaving runners on in each of the first 4, 7 of them, scoring only 1 run, and that kept the Jays in the game, and they took advantage of it with the 1-run 4th and a 4-run 5th, which to this point at least has held up. A 2-0 count from Clippard. Beckham 0 for 3 off the reliever. Orioles looking to get that potential tying run to the plate here. In the air, left field, hit it hard, going back, warning track with room, and McKenny will make the catch. Almost. Join us tomorrow for more O's action. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Dylan Bundy will be on the mound. Sam Gaviglio will make the start for Toronto, and our coverage on MASN 6:30 O's Extra, presented by Ford. The game at 7. All the access you need right here on MASN. I don't think that's the way he pronounces his name, but I can't remember what it is. Is Gaviglio right? Yeah. Okay. Didn't sound right, but sometimes you make a mistake and you're correct. They pitch a strike on the inside corner. Gentry, big night. He's had a double, 2 singles, a run scored. 2 down, nobody on. He's looking for his first 4-hit ball game of the year. He's had 3 3-hit games. The Orioles trying to get him on to get Joseph to the plate. 0-1 delivery to him will be inside.
Gentry, some real good ABs. And of course, that good speed helps him out. Just putting it in play. Help a guy with speed, put some pressure on some defense.
Andreoli on the bench, the newest member of the Orioles, just joining the team today. Trying to get his way on again, keeping that third base line busy. 1-2.
Clippard kind of sensing that, pulls the string on a changeup. Nasty pitch. I mean, Estrada talked about his fastball changeup combination, and Tyler Clippard much the same. Same kind of arm action. It's a little steep, and then great arm speed sell.
1-2 breaking ball is going to miss down low. Two, nobody on, 2 down. And that one in the air to left field, going back again near the warning track this time. McKenny's there to put it away. So he comes on for defensive purposes and gets a couple of putouts in left field. Orioles are retired in order.
about Nunez. Boy, is his bat been heating up, and take a look. Fastball down and away he spits on, but pulls the trigger on a changeup. Nasty pitch. Just missing with another change. Just trying to spot up that fastball. Ooh, healthy cut right there. And unfortunately here, Estrada works back into the middle of the plate, and Nunez makes him pay. Sparking the offense there with the big solo blast. Nunez's third home run of the season.
5-3 ball game, and the Jays will bat against Michael Givens coming out of the bullpen. Wright worked an inning and a walk and 2 strikeouts.
See Givens' numbers on the year, and pitching very well here in the month of August. Picking up 3 saves.
Grichuk will lead it off and go after the inside heat at 94. Martin and then Jansen will be due up here in the 8th inning. So both teams being held down now for a couple of innings after the offenses had rolled in the middle innings. And Toronto still with that 5-3 lead. Pitch will be taken inside. Michael Givens, good long rest out of the bullpen. He hasn't worked since the 14th. Got a save in an inning worked against the Mets. Breaking ball is going to miss outside. 2 ball 1 strike count. The all important late inning runs being looked for here. And they are often led to by getting that leadoff man on base in the inning. 2-1 delivery. Went upstairs on him at 94. Giles in the bullpen, the right-hander. We've already seen 3 out of the bullpen for Toronto. And the 2-2 delivery will just miss. Full count.
Just miss it, cutting it loose. Good fastball, 96 miles an hour. Grichuk had some good cuts, nothing to show for it in this ball game. Done some serious damage against the Orioles, and they're looking to try to keep him quiet.
3-2 delivery off the end of the bat to right. Jones will get there in time. Grichuk is retired, and 1 down here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Russell Martin, 4-game hit streak. He has not extended here tonight. He has drawn a walk. Other 2 times he has grounded out. He's had a busy night moving up and down the line at third base. And the pitch is on the inside corner to him.
Yeah, he's made some nice plays defensively. Blue Jays had a big shift on, so he was playing the shortstop hole. Had to make a nice backhand play. A bare hand attempt.
Move, but the pitch was on the corner. He's gone 2 for 4 with a home run off Givens. Jansen, the rookie, waiting on deck. Boy, no chance on that one.
Nicely done right there. Well executed by Michael Givens, and really the second pitch set it up. The front door slider that pushed Martin back, and then all it took was just show yourself on the dish. Front hip leaves, opens up that whole outer third. Well executed there by Givens.
2 down, nobody on. That'll bring Jansen up. Rookie catcher will take the pitch outside for a ball. His hit streak up to 6. Double. Second time up. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Givens with a 1-0 delivery to him, and that'll be on the outside corner for a strike. Orioles will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the 9th inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And this is the Givens we've seen when he's on challenging hitters, throwing strikes.
Yeah, you got that right. And I'm very confident here this month, staying very aggressive. Needs to be in complete command of his delivery. Just aggressive in the strike zone. That's what he wants to do. One,
1-2 delivery on the way down to third and foul. dropped down from that mid-90s fastball to a mid-80s off-speed delivery and had him out in front.
You might get a little flinch out of Jansen. Hasn't faced Givens before, but he keeps that front side in there.
Toronto's been retired 1-2-3 only once in the ball game. That was back in the second inning. Givens trying to do it here in the eighth. 2-2 delivery by Michael. That'll be outside. Little overthrow as he dropped down a bit, and the count will go full 3-2.
Yeah, there are times when Givens gets that elbow underneath and it ends up kind of shooting up to the top of the strike zone. A little rise ball right there. Caleb can't harness.
Full count delivery on the way, and that'll be muscled to first on the short hop. Good play made. Mancini will take it to the bag, and they are retired in order. So the Orioles, they're close. They need a couple to keep this thing going. We go to the ninth. Orioles baseball on Masson brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And by American Standard. Find your local independent American Standard heating and air dealer at midatlanticcomfort.com. Well, the Orioles are going to look at the new, if you will, closer as they are down by 2 here in the ninth inning.
Ken Giles coming over from Houston in a big trade. And of course, Houston picking up Roberto Osuna from the Blue Jays. 42nd game this season. A .603 earned run average, 15 for 15 in his save opportunities, 3 for 3 since coming over to the Blue Jays. Some elevated numbers this year for Giles. 292 overall batting average. Righties up to 318, giving up the 6 home runs, but a big arm, fastball up high 90s, and a power slider to go along with it.
And here is Caleb Joseph leading it off. Center field hit hard, but Pilar pitching it up. Giles has not faced the Orioles this year, but he does have a 4 for 4 in saves against the Orioles lifetime. This will be game number 9 he's appeared against the Orioles in his career. 1 down. Here's Cedric Mullins. Mullins a walk, 0 for 3 in the ball game. Jays up by 2. Martin again in at third base. Pitch on the way will be taken for a strike. Orioles getting close in that 6th inning. The Nunez home run, RBI double picked up by Caleb Joseph. They got 2, but they have not been able to enter on the board in the 7th and 8th innings. Fastball will be up high. If you go back a bit, Giles is 20 for his last 20 in save opportunities. Goes back to last year, September of last year. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mullins. Anything to get on here. Get Pilar up to the plate. 1-2.
So look at that good breaking ball. Seems like everybody that comes out of Houston knows how to spin it.
1-2 delivery on the way. It'll break inside. Right-hander's 27 years old with Houston last year. Came away with 34 saves. Championship season. Has had a number of starts along the way, but not anymore. And the pitch will be up high. So a good job by the patient Cedric Mullins at the plate. The count goes to a big 3-2.
A very important pitch right here for Giles.
Full count delivery by the right-hander. Got it in right at the bag. Diaz. Two away in the ninth. So Toronto trying to make it 10-1 against the Orioles this year, and 8-0 against the Orioles here in Toronto. Barring a comeback here, Estrada will get a win, and Andrew Cashner would take the loss. Orioles had a 1-0 lead in this ball game till the bottom half of the fourth inning when Toronto tied it, then lost the lead in the fifth. The R will go after the first pitch and foul that one. Line drive into the seats.
Man. Backing up the breaking ball. I don't know if that's the pitch he wanted to hit, but hey, if it's a strike, he's swinging, right?
Single and a run scored back in the third inning. He has walked in the game, stolen a couple of bases. 1 for 4 officially. 0-1 delivery over the top and up. If it holds up, it'll be Kendrys Morales. He'll be the first star of this game. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Their DH. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Chopper to short. Diaz again. And the ball game's over. So the Orioles are retired in order here in the ninth inning, and the Toronto Blue Jays continue their winning ways against the Orioles as they come away with a 5-3 win. Estrada goes 7-9. Andrew Cashner the loser. He is 4-11. And the Orioles will try another day tomorrow to see if they can find a way to win a game here in Toronto. 5-7-1 for the Jays, 3-8-0 for the O's.